queen on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here in the great city of Shushan, you might say, Esther becoming queen was like standing on a roof, trying to find God's will in her life without breaking her neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why did she get up there if it was so dangerous? She got there because it was God's will. And where is there? And where did all this take place? That I can tell you, right here in Persia. Yes, right here in Persia, the center of an empire that spans from India to Ethiopia. Of course, Persia has all kinds of people. My people, the Jews, we tend to be hated because we live differently than others. How we eat, how we sleep, how we work, how we wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, why would these differences spark hatred? I'll tell you. I don't know. But we're in Persia, and here in Persia, everyone knows who he is and what he is expected to do.
Night must run a Persian empire, rise the laws of Persia, seals it with his ring, and who has the right when he sits on a throne to execute unwanted guests? King Xerxes! King Xerxes! In Persia! King Xerxes! King Xerxes! In Persia!
Who must rule the kingdom with a lovely face, her charming form a thing of grace? Who will learn that anyone can take her place if she's determined to upset the king? Queen Persia, Queen Vashti, Queen Vashti, in Persia.
I work by moving up the ranks, I work to earn respect. I'll have a wife and lots of sons, I hope she's quiet.
Who knows how to make a feast fit for a king? And who knows how to sway him to grant her anything? The maidens, the maidens.
In Persia, King Xerxes! In Persia!
Comrades and citizens, the Tsar invites you all, from the grandest boyars to the lowliest serfs within the fortress of Susa, to a glorious celebration. For 7 days and 7 nights partake of the grandeur of the Tsar's enclosed garden, a haven of white and blue linen draped upon marble columns glistening under the sun. Rest upon divans of gold and silver, set upon a breathtaking mosaic floor of precious stones. Let the finest vodka flow generously from golden goblets, each a unique treasure. By the Tsar's decree, drink to your heart's desire, for his benevolence knows no limits. Let the merriment commence! Nostrovia!
Nostrovia!
Let's get going. Don't want to be late.
Hey, I've been ready.
I can't believe you.
I know. I can't believe myself sometimes.
I can't believe you signed this, allowing the Jews to rebuild their temple?
I don't like your tone, and I didn't sign it. I sealed it.
So it hasn't been filed yet. You can make a silly little thing like this just disappear. For me?
For you? Well, no. What is it with you and the Jews? This is their temple in their ancestral land. Let them build it.
They should be happy being Persian.
Yet, my dear, it is not the Persian way to force others to bow down and worship.
That's preposterous. We're the ones in power. And what does my husband do? Rebuild what my grandfather destroyed.
Great-grandfather, don't exaggerate. And need I remind you, the same Persian king who defeated Babylon, Cyrus, is the same king who ordered the temple rebuilt.
Cyrus was a fool. But you're no fool. You're a drunken fool.
Hey, don't knock the liquor too much. Without this, you never would have caught my eye.
Bottoms up. You're one drink away from being deposed.
Do not presume for 1 second to be my equal. You will never speak to me that way again, especially in front of my guards. Being descended from Nebuchadnezzar means nothing here. This is Persia. And in Persia, a woman respects her husband, and a queen respects her king. How about you try that again?
I love you so much. I'm just so lucky I'm living every little girl's dream.
Better. Wouldn't want to give anyone ideas about a king being weak. Now, would we?
If you don't want to look weak, you should try squats in the gym.
What was that?
What she said is, this week, there's lots of gin at the party.
Your Majesties, your guests await.
After you, my love.
Die Monarchie wankt, die Revolution nacht.
Geduld, unser Plan läuft. Informiere den Architekten.
Der Architekt, ist er bereit?
Bald. Sehr bald.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ruler of 127 provinces, King of Kings, Xerxes!
Xerxes!
To our power!
To our power!
To the prosperity of Persia!
To Persia!
And to the Queen, Vashti!
To Vashti!
To the king!
To me!
To Vashti the queen!
My wife!
May our empire ever thrive, our glory shine so bright. Drink to pure delight, delight to Persia. Zastrovia to Persia tonight. And to your power, for Persia knows, those hang on high gallows. Drink all that you want. Raise our goblets filled with lots of vodka to honor the faith that brought power to you. Throw a party, tell us to be hearty, for the Persian heart is warmed the best by brew.
Just revelry forever.
Be healthy, stand tall! And if a rebel should ever fall, we'll rise after the fall. Drink the groggers tonight!
Oh, King Xerxes, you know how to party. But...
Your Highness, your party is missing something.
What's that? Sire, why has it been guys' night every night? Oh... Vashti wanted to do her own thing. She threw a party just for the girls.
Sire, do you remember King Cyrus? His word was law, and yet his queen was at his side for all to see. Should not the queen's place be here with you, sharing in your celebration?
It's not that simple. Of course I could just order her here, but it's about more than that.
After all, a king's authority is not just in his decrees, but in the unity he fosters. Sire, should not the queen's place be here with you, showing the unity of the royal family?
Perhaps, but love should not be compelled. It should be freely given, should it not?
Love? Sire, no one here questions that Vashti loves you with her entire being. After all, to be the queen of Persia is every little girl's dream. Sire, should not a king's love inspire a queen's loyalty? Does Vashti love you?
Does she what? She's free to do as she pleases.
Does she love you?
Does she love me? Of course, I'm the king.
Yes, but does she love you?
When a man's the king of Persia and the provinces thereof, from the people that he governs, there's a certain kind of love, and she's no exception.
I'm still asking the question. Does she love you?
You're drunk.
So are you. But does she love you?
Does she love me?
Well?
She dines with me and sips wine with me, celebrates my victories and criticizes my decrees. Does she love me?
Does she love you?
She argues a lot.
Tell you what, send for her. Summon her with a compliment. After all, she is the most beautiful woman in Persia, and I am sure she loves you.
You're right. I'm sure she does. Carcass, Harbona, fetch me Vashti, my queen, wearing her crown. Let her know that she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, and I wish for the entire Persian court to know it.
At once.
This is great vodka.
Delicious.
Okay, ready?
Wonderful, wonderful. Queen Vashti, what a delight!
This is just splendid. Absolutely wonderful.
I'm so glad you two could join us. Please have a seat. What's the occasion?
We have been dispatched on a mission of love and beauty.
Tell me more.
We have been dispatched on a mission from the king.
Tell me less.
On very important business.
We have a direct command from the king.
To bring you to him immediately.
To show the whole court your beauty.
Wearing a crown.
Because you're the most beautiful woman
he has ever seen.
Did you two rehearse that?
This way, Bachelor Sochester.
No.
What was that?
I said no. I've already spoken to the king today, and that meets my quota for at least the week. Thank you.
But...
are you standing up for us to leave?
Queen Vashti, you can't do this. But please don't do this. His Royal Highness doesn't seem like himself. He's been,
Drinking?
No. Singing.
Even more reason to stay away. Now off with you, both of you. You know this, right? You know they're both eunuchs. She'll figure it out.
Your Highness, I request an audience.
Queen Vashti, let's chat.
Okay.
There have been many times over the years I have silently stood by your side and watched you make very questionable decisions.
I've watched you get drunk a lot. Have I had great times? Absolutely. But sometimes it's my job to tell you exactly what you do not want to hear. Queen Vashti refused your order to come before you.
You should have gone to the king.
What? I can't believe this.
Do you have any idea what happens next?
Do you have any idea what will happen next?
Of course, I'm no fool.
Nah.
Sire, Queen Vashti is absolutely stunning, a sight for sore eyes. But she's very idealistic.
The king drinks a lot, but he's rich and powerful. And you never know what
someone like that will
do. With the king's erratic behavior, you really need to start thinking about your future.
You need to start thinking.
Isn't that what I have you all for? According to the law, what must be done to Queen Vashti for disobeying a direct command of King Xerxes?
I'm sure this will all blow over in a few days.
Something must be done immediately.
Great.
Your Royal Highness, Queen Vashti has not only insulted you, but also every man in all of your empire. When wives hear of her refusal, they will follow suit and do the same thing to their husbands. Every man in Persia will have your example and Vashti's to thank for having such a disobedient wife.
Oh, no.
You have no choice, sire. An example must be made. Banish Vashti and issue an edict confirming that all wives must respect their husbands.
Why, what is this?
Excellent. Proclaim throughout all the land. Vashti is never again to enter the presence of King Xerxes. Also let the king give her royal position to someone else who is better than she. Preferably as pretty, but less of a... Are you sure you want to use this word, sire?
What?
It's the B word.
What? Who wrote this? Give me that. Looks fine to me.
Are you sure you want to be using this kind of language? I mean, you did say that all official decrees should be family decrees.
Absolutely certain. It's what she is.
But, sire...
She is a Babylonian, and I don't care who knows it. B-A-B-Alonian.
Yes, as you wish, sire. Additionally, all the women in the empire will respect their husbands from the least to the greatest.
Next!
What is this rubbish you brought me?
The king later regretted his brash actions, and it was advised to the king that virgins be sent to him from across the entire empire. The maids which were selected underwent a 12-month beauty treatment before coming to the king.
Princes and servants, Queen Vashti is gone. Find me a wife I'll rely on. Princes and servants, go do as I said, 'cause if you don't, you'll be dead. Princes and servants, Queen Vashti was fair, slender of form, lovely of hair. If she's not half as good, you must beware. She must be without compare. She must be graceful and gentle, but also with a fire inside. Her eyes must shine like a diamond, and if they don't sparkle, I'll have your hide. Princes and servants, be sure that she knows I am the king. What I say goes. Make her like Vashti from head to her toes, but only she must not oppose.
Your Majesty, what we have been bringing you is top-notch. Sire,
You of all people must know how difficult it is to find such a girl. Vashti was a class of her own. Finding such a girl to best her may take some time.
Time? I've given you time, and right now we can't even compare. The rest of these girls don't even make the cut.
Sire, the problem is you're comparing these girls to Vashti. You need to imagine what could be, unburdened by what has been.
Miris, what are you babbling about?
Your Majesty, are you sure you're not being a little...
What? Unreasonable? Difficult?
Sober.
I'm not sure you two are the ones seeing things clearly. Maybe it's you who need to lay off for a bit.
Sire, please.
Oh, really? If you two saw yourselves, you'd see just how ridiculous you're both being.
Xerxes! Oh, Xerxes! Have we got a match for you? She's lovely. She's young from a certain point of view, but she's a nice girl, a good catch, true? True. She's really good at baking fresh cookies every day. They really mask her odor of all been gay.
Sire, I think you're exaggerating a bit. And that poor girl... Hey, whose side are you on?
The truth stings, doesn't it?
And you!
Xerxes, we found her. She's quite a lovely find. We know that. You'll love her. They say that love is blind, but she's a nice girl, a good catch, right? Right. With leprosy all over, you'll shudder at her sight, but only when you're sober. So you're all right.
Sire, we don't want to die, but your standards are too high. There's no maiden in Persia who has what you've asked for. The harem's full of hacks.
Well, hello. We were just discussing...
Me?
Well, them. Not you.
Please, continue.
What do you believe is the most important quality for a queen to possess?
Strategic cunning to ensure the stability and power of the throne.
In times of crisis, what is the role the queen should play in the kingdom?
A behind-the-scenes orchestrator to ensure the crisis is turned to our advantage.
What would you do to ensure peace and prosperity in the kingdom?
Strengthen the kingdom's defenses and ensure alliances through any means necessary.
How would you deal with adversaries or those who plot against the throne?
Identify and neutralize them before they become a threat.
How important is honesty in your relationship with the king?
Honesty is strategic. One must know when to speak the truth and when to withhold it for the greater good.
How would you handle a situation where your personal beliefs conflict with the king's decree?
By aligning my actions with the king's decree to maintain order in my position.
Oh my gosh. I think I love you.
Sire, is that you talking or the vodka?
That's him talking to the vodka.
And what is your name?
Ishtar.
That's a Babylonian name.
What? Babylonian? I asked for a queen, not a nemesis. Nope. That will be all. Goodbye.
Come on, Your Highness. You should have a drink with her. You might be divided by nationality, but you can be united by spirits.
Shut it, both of you.
Find me what I'm looking for. I'm counting on you and no Babylonians, or I'll be interviewing your replacements.
You're probably wondering when we're going to get to the part of the queen on the roof. I'm getting there. The king kept sending out remains to be found, and eventually his decree came to my little cousin, Hadassah. When her parents died, I took her in. Life wasn't bad. I had a high-paying and prestigious position in the palace, so providing for her wasn't an issue. But sending her off to the palace, not the easiest thing to do for a cousin-turned-father. Good, you're getting much better. Remember, Hadassah, stay focused, pay attention, and never forget the lesson behind Passover.
And what was that again, Morty?
They tried to kill us. We won. Let's eat. But seriously, our history teaches us to endure, adapt, and most important of all, have faith.
He'll be here soon.
I know. Are your bags packed?
Yes, everything is ready.
Hadassah,
Yes?
all those years ago, in one night, I lost an aunt and an uncle. But you lost a father and a mother. I sat shiver for them and tore my garment as one who loses his own parents. It was one of the saddest days of my life. But you know what? After that, I gained a daughter.
Thank you for being such a wonderful father.
Hadassah, I have a difficult request for you. I must ask, and you must obey.
Of course, anything for you, Morty.
When you leave this home, you could say nothing of our heritage. You must go to the king not as a Jewish girl, but as Esther, as a Persian girl.
Mordechai, but why?
The things I heard about Vashti and why the king sent her away,
I know, she refused to come when he summoned her.
that was what the public was told, but it was more than that. She wasn't merely a disobedient wife to the king. She saw herself as Babylonian more than Persian. Persia has conquered most of the known world, and the women being brought to the king are only going to remind him of Vashti in the worst ways. Egyptian Persian, Babylonian Persian, Greek Persian. What makes you a Jew is not what is on the outside, what is on the inside. I know it might not make sense right now, but keep your Jewishness hidden.
Surely it can't be that bad.
He sent away the perfect woman last week because she was Babylonian.
Oy vey.
Before you go, though, let me make sure you leave with one final blessing.
May the Lord protect you, Hadassah. May He always keep you from harm. For He set us free with His right hand and outstretched arm. May you have the courage of Yair. May you be as loyal as Ruth. Guard her heart, O Lord, and teach and guide her in your truth. May God bless you in your going
Lord, I pray, protect him, for he gave his home.
May God bless you in your coming
Lord, I pray, protect him when he's all alone.
May the Lord protect you, Hadassah.
Protect Mordechai.
May He always keep you from harm.
Shield him and
May He create peace upon each one of us and on all Israel.
The king continued his search, interviewing the finalists that were sent to him. As the good book says, an excellent wife who can find. The king was losing hope that this question was not purely rhetorical.
Name?
Livia.
Cassia.
Amina.
What do you believe is the most important quality for a queen to possess?
Its wealth. Opulence inspires awe and envy.
Vision, not the kind that sees with eyes, but with the soul.
Control. Absolute control over every aspect of the kingdom, down to the very breaths of its subjects.
Thank you. Miris?
In times of crisis, what role should a queen play in the kingdom?
We maintain stability through wealth, through a feast.
To guide, with mystic insight, through the storm, she leads her people through the paths of the universe.
To manipulate the tide, turning chaos into a tool for my own ends, and then...
Thank you, Amina. Haman?
How would you deal with adversaries or those who plot against the throne?
Money, bribes, keep everyone rich. We'll either buy their loyalty or leverage their greed.
Foresee their actions in the spirit realm and counteract them on the astral plane.
With a smile, I'd watch them, learn them, and then use their own plots as a noose around their necks.
What would you do to ensure peace and prosperity in the kingdom?
Easy. A wealthy populace is a happy one, and money buys happiness. More commerce, trade, and luxury.
I would establish rituals and ceremonies, appeasing the spirits to ensure their blessings on our lands.
Create an illusion of peace where I reign supreme, keeping prosperity as a carrot on a stick.
Thank you. Mary's?
How important is honesty in your relationship with the king?
It's important, but sometimes a little embellishment can brighten his day.
The queen should use not lies, but mystic veils to shield the king from harsh realities.
Honesty is a nuance. There are times when the truth could be reinterpreted for the greater good.
Thanks. Haman?
How would you handle a situation where your personal beliefs conflict with the king's decree?
I throw a lavish gala, invite all the nobility, and in the middle of the celebration, present my case with bribes, gifts.
I would consult the stars to align the king's decrees with the cosmos.
I'd subtly steer him to align with my will, or, if necessary, remove the obstacle.
Looks like I'll be doing some interviews tomorrow.
I don't know, sire. That Amina girl has potential. She reminded me of Zeresh.
The remaining maidens can be easily interviewed today.
Tomorrow, I'll be doing interviews for your positions. This is the best you can do? A nut job, a gold digger, and a psychopath? The problem might not be the maidens. It might be you three.
Ouch, that's sobering.
Quiet.
Sire, we do have one more. Let's just wait and see. Next!
Name?
Esther.
Esther. That's a good Persian name.
What do you believe is the most important quality for a queen to possess?
Love, for it guides all other virtues in serving the people.
In times of crisis, what is the role of the queen in the kingdom?
To be a unifying figure, offering hope and leading by example.
What would you do to ensure peace and prosperity in the kingdom?
Foster understanding among the people. Promote justice and kindness.
How would you deal with adversaries or those who plot against the throne?
Seek to understand their grievances and resolve conflicts peacefully, if possible.
How important is honesty to your relationship with the king?
It is paramount. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, especially in governance.
How would you handle a situation where your personal beliefs conflict with that of the king's decree?
I would find a path that honors both my own beliefs and my duty to the king.
Okay, Esther, you seem pretty good. But what makes you any different from any other stuffy Persian girl?
Stuffy?
You sound like someone who's been around the Persian court all your life. And if I wanted some silver spoon stuck-up politician's daddy's girl, I'd take one of their daughters. I've seen 1,000 of you. Next!
Your Highness, may I at least answer your question?
What?
You asked what makes me different. Would you like to dance? Or am I just some stuffy politician's daughter?
You're spectacular. I've never met anyone like you. Strong and passionate, but also vulnerable. Do you have any other questions for her? Very well. Esther, please kneel. Let the record show, in the 7th year of my reign, on the 5th day of the 11th month, the month of Baman, in the royal city of Susa, it is hereby proclaimed, I have chosen a new queen to sit beside me on the throne, Esther. Her beauty, wisdom, and grace have won my heart. Let all subjects of the empire honor and celebrate this day, for a new era of peace and prosperity begins with her crowning. Let feasts be held, let joy resound, and let every heart be filled with gladness.
To your joy, to your prosperity, to your love.
To the second time. Sire, she seems great, like a real straight shooter. You didn't even have to chase her.
Enough!
My apologies, sire. I'll put a cork in it.
Big Thana, Teresh, I don't want to hear another alcohol-related joke or pun out of either of you ever again. Got it?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you for the very first time King Xerxes and Queen Esther. To our sovereign and his queen, may your strength be as mighty as our armies, and your wisdom guide us to many victories both on the battlefield and in the hearts of our people.
Thank you. Haman?
Hello, everyone. If somehow you don't know me, my name is Haman the Agagite. They say you should never meet your heroes. King Xerxes met me 5 years ago. And in that time, his power has increased proportionally to his proximity to me. Coincidence? I think
Thank you,
not.
Haman. Miris?
Sire, may the light of your love illuminate the darkest corners of our empire.
Thank you. Harbona?
Sire, to the prosperity of Persia under your rule, may trade flourish, and may your union bring wealth and abundance to all who dwell in our lands.
Thank you. Mordechai?
Bless their wedding. How can I? Absurd. He took her from me by force. Not really my cousin. Daughter. Hearing everyone call her Esther, she seems so close to me, yet half a world away. Hadassah. Hadassah.
Is this the little girl I carry? Is this the one for whom I pray? How I long that the man she married keeps her safe. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years. One season following another, laden with happiness and tears. How can I know if he'll protect you? How can I bless what I resent? How can I bless a wedding of two so different? She looks so natural beside him, like a queen on her throne should be. But how can I abide this tragedy? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, each day mercies bring. From the small girl I called Adasa, how she has grown to be my queen.
Your Highness, Persia is mighty, and in a way that might comes from the many cultures and traditions that make up Persia. If I may entertain you with some culture from the reaches of your empire. Yes, good. Here they are.
Mordechai, what is this?
First, it is some drinks fitting for a celebration of this magnitude. And Your Royal Highness, we have a little something to share with you as well.
Why am I here? Why am I appointed to the king's gate?
I spent so much time asking why plants and trees were created on the third day, but the sun on the fourth. You know what? Things don't always happen in the order we want them to, and that's okay. The plan he has for us is better than any plan any of us could come up with on our own.
Double shifts for a month. I can't believe it.
Hey, it's the Persian way, from each to his toil, to each according to his chains.
Yeah. Not for long.
Do you ever wonder why we're here?
I know exactly why we're here. King Xerxes gave you a direct order to stop making alcohol-related puns. And then you chimed in.
I was just trying to lift his spirits.
What did you say?
I told him I'd give it a shot.
That's why you're here.
You laughed.
That's why I'm here.
Regardless. I'm getting tired of waiting.
Be patient. The architect will make his move soon.
I'm tired of waiting for this architect. We're here right now. Why don't we do something? Mir reicht es jetzt.
Du bist immer müde.
Und du nicht? Ich sage, beim nächsten Mal, wenn vorbeigeht, töten wir ihn. Kein weiteres Warten auf den Architekten. Es seht, zu viel Zeit. Und ich werde müde von seinen Wudenträger. Ihre Zeit ist vorbei. Es ist an der Zeit, dass das Volk aufsteht.
Sehr gut. Beim nächsten Mal, als der König vorbeikommt, werde ich deinem Beispiel folgen.
Big Tala and Teresh wanted to kill the king and start a revolution of some sort. Why exactly was not clear, but their one big mistake? As a high-ranking official in the palace and among the Jewish people, I know a lot of languages. So I told the queen, she told the king, and when the matter was found out to be true... Wer ist der Architekt?
Architect?
What architect?
We aren't always rewarded for our good deeds as we want to be. I had just saved the king's life, but had I stomped my feet, demanded a reward, the reward I would have received would not be the same as the one that was coming towards me. At the time, this felt frustrating, but I was being taught patience. As the good book says, whoever is patient has great understanding, but he who is quick-tempered displays folly. Big Tala and Teresh were impatient.
Attention all! By royal decree, Haman, son of Hammedatha, is now chancellor, second only to King Xerxes in all of Persia. In acknowledgement of his new role, the king desires for Haman to be shown the utmost respect. For in doing so, we honor the king's will and the stability of our empire. So from this day forward, let us all show Haman the honor due to royalty. Kashim. Get his name. I want to know the nature of his opposition. Greetings, comrade. I couldn't help but notice that you didn't bow to Haman, our new chancellor. Would you please explain your disrespect?
No disrespect intended. I'm simply not required to bow to him.
It's a new custom, endorsed by the king.
I didn't see a royal decree.
You're not owed a royal decree. Watch it, Mordechai, or your pride will be your downfall. Show some respect, drop the ego, and bow to Haman.
Nice try.
Be careful inciting Haman's wrath.
As the good book says, whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit is better than he who takes a city.
Good book? What good book might that be?
Books of wisdom of the Jewish people.
I see. Thank you, Mordechai. I can't seem to figure out why he won't bow, but it does seem to have something to do with his religion. He's Jewish.
Jewish?
He cited some holy book as to why he has no fear of you.
The Jews are the ancient enemy of my people. They tried to wipe out Agag over 500 years ago. And here we are today. I want him followed and investigated. I have eyes and ears everywhere. Use them. Leave no stone unturned. I want to know everything about Mordecai and the Jews.
Ooh, wow, there's a lot more to this Jew than we thought.
Do tell.
He's quite possibly the most highly respected Jew in the entire land. Their people come from the west, near the Great Sea, and they're the people, they wiped out Egypt, and there's battles with the Syrians in their history and everything. And take a look at Mordecai's personal file here.
Never married, no kids. What's this?
Records show that he lost an aunt and uncle several years ago, and he began raising his little cousin.
And what's your point?
Well, this is where it gets interesting. I did some digging and cross-referenced the religious archives with the satraps and some of our archives. And take a look at these names and dates I found. And now take a really good look at that picture of Mordecai and his little cousin, Hadassah. Now, do you notice anything familiar?
That's impossible.
No, Hadassah disappeared 7 years ago, sir.
During the search for Vashti's replacement. Good work, comrade. This is the answer we've been looking for.
Architect, are we nearing the end game?
Yes. Soon the pieces will fall into place. All they need is a little push.
Soon all the pieces will be in place and we'll trap the target.
No. With the right moves, the target will trap himself. Let's get out of here.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Thank the Pantheon you're okay.
Hello, Haman. Yes, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
I just had the most horrible dream and I had to check on you.
Well, I'm here. And I'm fine. Good work.
It was just the worst dream. I pray it was not prophetic.
Uh-huh. Let's hope not.
It was just the worst. I've never had a dream that was so vivid and frightening and factual.
Take these. Okay, Haman. Let's hear about your dream.
Well, if you insist, sire. Only try not to be frightened! In the beginning, you and I were having a celebration of some kind. All of the departed were there. And musicians, too. Even Mordecai was there.
Mordechai? But he's not dead.
A man can dream, and in the middle of the dream, in walks Belshazzar, the last king of Babylon.
Belshazzar? What did he look like?
Well, for a king who's been dead for 56 years, he looked very good. Naturally, we went up to greet him.
There's people in your land.
They must die, they must die.
You must give the command.
They must die, they must die.
You must destroy them all. The writing on the wall, they bring about destruction. They don't obey your laws.
They must die, they must die.
They're rebels without cause.
They must die, they must die.
Their prophecy brought on the fall of Babylon. They bring about destruction.
Destruction? Haman, this seems a bit absurd.
I'll tell him.
This is absurd, Belshazzar. Persia's different.
Huh?
Haven't you heard, Belshazzar? He's the king of all the world.
No, no, no! I mean the people. Hang on, Hebrew people. The Hebrew exiles were the death of me, and you too soon you will see. Recall your father's plight.
They must die, they must die.
Agag Amalekite.
They must die, they must die.
They killed your family. You must give a decree. They bring about destruction.
But we've conquered all these nations. Everyone is peacefully Persian now.
No! You mean my former slaves?
They must die, they must die.
The ones who brought the plagues.
They must die, they must die.
They killed my firstborn son. You know what must be done. They bring about destruction.
They bring about the fall. They must die, they must die. Of kingdoms great and small. They must die, they must die. Egypt, Assyria, Edom, Philistia. They bring about destruction.
But Persia is different.
They bring about destruction.
But Persia is stronger.
They bring about destruction.
Shah! Shah!
Look, who is this? Who is this? Who comes here? Whom is this? For whom our hearts are shaken? Could it be? Sure, yes it could. Why not? Who could be mistaken? It's the Hebrews come from beyond the grave. It's the Hebrew king's darling departed wife. Jezebel, Queen, Jezebel, Queen, Jezebel, Jezebel, Jezebel!
What's this I hear about you letting the Hebrews live?
The Hebrews live!
Don't you think I know a thing or two on how to rule them?
How to rule them!
Had to kill their prophets when they brought about a
Brought
famine.
a famine.
Then they threw me out a window for their dogs to eat me.
Dogs to eat her.
How could you let them live when even by themselves they throw out their queen and let their dogs eat me?
How could you let them live when they treat their queen like scraps of meat?
Such a lunar king like you won't let it happen.
Let it happen.
Tell me that it isn't true, that I wouldn't worry.
Wouldn't worry.
Say that you'll bring about the means of their destruction.
Their destruction.
Let me tell you what Haman has done to save your kingdom.
Save your kingdom.
Haman has asked the Persian gods. By casting their lots, they set $13. And when $13 has come, you have a Persian law to go into effect for everyone to kill them, everyone to kill them, everyone to kill them. Issue this decree, or it'll be the end of you!
Okay, Haman, the dearly departed rulers of old, may they rest in peace, took the trouble to come all the way from the other world to give you a warning. Okay. Do it. Take care of it. Get them all, whoever they are, and rid Persia of these subversive degenerates.
As you wish, sire.
This is too easy. Comrades of Persia, I stand before you not merely as your chancellor, but as the harbinger of a new era, the architect of a glorious new world, where the very fabric of our society shall be rewoven. For too long, the so-called chosen people, the Jews, have infiltrated our ranks, their whispered conspiracies weaving a tapestry of deceit under the guise of tradition. They speak of their Torah as if it could save them from the inevitable tide of change. But hear me now. Let this be the dawn of our collective awakening. We shall not be divided by their capitalistic hoarding of wealth, nor by their feudalistic traditions that keep us shackled to the past. Their prosperity is our oppression. Under my leadership, we will dismantle this bourgeoisie faith, this opiate of the masses. Their wealth shall be collectivized, their influence eradicated. We shall redistribute their so-called blessings to the true workers of this empire. Let every Jew know, from the youngest to the eldest, you are marked. We shall thrive in a new Persia, where the only tradition is loyalty to the state, where the only religion is the worship of progress. Let this decree be the first step in a march towards a new order, where the power of the many tramples the few. The lot has already been cast in our favor. Let them fear, for in their fear we find our strength. On the 13th of Adar, murder, arson, terror are our weapons of choice to one end, power. And we will not have power if we compromise. Soon, the Jews and all those who support them will feel terror and know of our power. And in this empire, there shall be no room for dissent. Kashem, have this edict be translated and issued to all the provinces immediately.
Yes, sir. I'll be seeing you soon, Mordechai.
What's this? No. No! How can this be? Ah!
King Xerxes.
Hello again, Satan. Oh, hey, I confuse you for someone else.
I take it as a compliment, sire. Care to join me for a drink?
Zastrovia.
Zastrovia.
To my empire.
To the empire. It's only mid-morning, sire. Please, have another.
I heard talk of your decree. You seem eager. It sounds like you got to work fast.
No rest for the wicked. Speaking of which, sire, I expect to have many duties that are going to have me in and out of the palace. So, if you need for me, please send for me. But as your chancellor, I expect to be very occupied.
Ensuring peace through strength?
Sire, with these measures, no one will threaten our borders, from within or without.
Remember, Haman, peace also comes through unity. Dividing Persia against itself can be dangerous. Be careful in what you are doing. Every province of Persia is valuable.
Even Babylon?
Sometimes I miss Vashti. And I shouldn't. Queen Esther is better in every way.
Vashti was terrible. She ended up being a problem you had to deal with.
That's my point. I dealt with Vashti in a way that divided. Unity, Haman. Remember that. Even in all my choices, in everything I have, I sometimes wish for what once was.
My queen, Mordechai has refused a change of clothes. He insists on wearing sackcloth and he's covered in ashes.
Hatach, I have an assignment for you. I need you to find out why Mordechai is grieving. We need to understand what is happening outside of these walls.
Is it courage or is it foolishness? Is it a test for us or are we testing him? It's not always easy to tell. As the good book says, wise man has his heart at his right hand, but the fool at his left. What does that mean? I'll tell you. I don't know. Let's just hope that Hadassah has her heart in the right place. When Hadassah learned of Haman's decree, she got terrified and wanted to hide out in the palace. I had to remind her that she had been made queen for such a time as this. Not to have servants and live a rich life, but going before the king uninvited could mean death, even for a queen.
To even understand why he does what he does. We are all soldiers following his plan, even if it means death. Once I was happily content to be as I was. To serve Adonai with loyalty, even if it means death. Who could see that a day would come when my God would make me a queen? Even now I stand with him. Even now. Life I've lived, far from home, near to him. My life's the only thing I've left to give, even if it means death. There is a chance by this the Jews will live, not much chance, but chance. This is the only chance I choose to give, even if it means death. If I perish, I
Morty, God alone knows if we shall see each other again.
Then we'll leave it in his hands. In the end, it was decided that all Jews in Susa would fast and pray for 3 days. After that, she would see the king. As it also happened, people in the court were starting to get a little suspicious. Glad you could make it. Shut the door, have a seat.
What, are you here to read us your will?
Very funny. I thought it best to discuss recent events discreetly. You're all taking a risk by being here, and I appreciate your devotion, not only to the king, but to Persia.
Did you call this meeting? Mordechai, you have no right to summon a prince of Persia.
He didn't. I did. Both of you have made enough comments to me over the past several weeks that I think things are getting out of hand. Something is seriously wrong, and you need to hear what Mordechai has to say.
My concerns began when I reviewed the paperwork on the 2 guards that were executed several years ago, Bigthana and Teresh. They were arrested on the charges of conspiring to murder the king.
So,
there was never an official trial. The arresting official was Haman.
well, he's not a guard, but princes can function as legal officials. It's just, unusual.
The materials and evidence found on that person was signed off by Haman. Their final charges were brought by Haman. They were found guilty by Haman. The punishment was issued by Haman. And the residing official over their execution was Haman.
That is strange. His signature every step of the way.
Someone wanted those 2 dead, and it looks like it was Haman.
Yes, but that's not all. I was the one who initially reported Bigthana and Teresh. But it was not just a plot to kill the king. They were talking of a revolution. And they were not the only ones involved.
Not the only ones.
Waiting for a superior to act, but they were impatient. I'm not sure they even knew who he was. They referred to him as the architect.
Are you sure? The architect?
Absolutely. I'm certain they're part of something much bigger.
That's flimsy.
Have you noticed the red stars that Haman hands out to everyone who bows to him? Bigthana and Teresh were wearing those red stars, but they did not show up in the evidence.
Bigthana and Teresh were executed years ago. Haman only started handing those out, what, a week ago? Now half the palace is wearing them. Besides, how do you know that they were wearing them when they were arrested?
I was there.
Miris?
Huh?
Tell them what you told me.
Oh, Mordecai, when you refused to bow down to Haman, which was not very smart, by the way, he ordered a complete investigation on you and your people. He had one of his agents...
His agents?
Yes, have you not noticed? Not everyone is working for the king these days. His agent completed a full investigation of your people and discovered that you were Jewish. He mentioned something about Egypt, Babylon, and a bunch of other things, and he had a complete file on you.
So?
Haman was interested in something very specific. Mordecai, did you raise a little cousin? He mentioned the name Hadassah. Haman discovered something very specific about your little cousin. What is it?
I don't take you for a fool. But if I don't tell you, you don't have to lie about it if asked.
Mermukan, your turn.
I was working with the king when Haman got permission to kill all the Jews. He said he had this big, elaborate dream with the ghosts of empires past, telling him that these people are a problem. Only he never said Jews. He kept the whole thing vague. He mentioned Hebrews, which none of us had ever even heard of. I didn't really know who he was targeting until I saw his decree. And he mentioned Pharaoh, Belshazzar, and Jezebel. And he convinced the king to give him his signet ring. The king gave away his signet ring.
You manipulated the king to sign off on genocide without being clear who the people were? Does anyone see a problem?
Well, at least we know what he's up to.
No, we don't. Haman came by for drinks with the king earlier today. He said he'll be occupied with his duties for a while, and the king might not see much of him. He's up to something else. We just don't know what.
Architect. Haman's investigator called him architect.
Mordechai, didn't you say Big Thana and Teresh mentioned an architect?
It was right in front of me. Haman referred to himself as an architect in his public address. We are witnessing a coup. But it's all ultimately circumstantial. We must keep our eyes and ears open.
And if we see something, then what? Do we report it to an official? Come to you?
No. None of us are safe. If it's something concrete and rock solid, report it to the king. But stay vigilant. And remember, we answer only to the king.
Are the four of us the only ones that stand between Haman and the throne?
No. There is another.
Esther, my queen, what is it? You can ask me for anything, even up to half my kingdom, and I will give it to you.
Can I ask you to dinner?
Dinner? You came here to ask me to dinner?
If it pleases the king, let the king, together with Haman, come to a banquet I have prepared.
Dinner? With Haman? This is most unusual, my queen, but of course, anything for you, and it will be done.
Esther, this wine is fantastic. A little sweet?
I believe it's the king's favorite.
And the main courses were wonderful. Beef and chicken, although no pork.
Was this not enough?
Oh, I believe this is enough. Thank you for such a wonderful banquet, Queen Esther. To our esteemed Queen Esther, may your days be as numerous as the stars in the sky, each one shining brightly before the dawn of a new day.
To the stars. Queen Esther, now, what is your petition? Ask and I will give it to you, even up to half of my kingdom.
My king, this is my petition and my request. If I have found favor in your sight, if you love me, please fulfill my request. Please come and dine with me again tomorrow night to a banquet I will prepare for the three of us. Then I will answer all of your questions.
Hello, Mordechai. What? Nothing to say? You can't even talk to me man to man.
Man to man? I don't see a man. I see a dead man who thinks he is still alive.
You fool! The 13th of Adar is right around the corner and you think I'm the dead man? Your pride blinds you to what is right in front of you.
I can see it quite clearly.
Can you see this?
Not even you have the power to do that, Haman. Do it, and you'll be charged for murder.
No matter. I have other ways of dealing with your kind. The disloyal have a way of disappearing.
I am the perfect man, am I not? Over 6 feet tall, 6 figures in talents of silver, and 6
Yes, dear.
pack abs. Don't interrupt me. My sons are all a spitting image of me. Thank the stars. And through all the king's fumbles, he did one thing right in appointing me chancellor. And Queen Esther, she's invited me to 2 of her precious banquets, along with the king. She has no inkling of what's coming.
Look at you. Untouchable. Respected. Feared.
Except by one. Mordechai the Jew.
He's a speck of dust, Haman. Why waste your thoughts?
The dust will not bow.
Then get rid of him. Show him and all of Persia the price of disobedience. Hang him on gallows twice as high as our home. If that Jew wants to look down on you, he can do it from up there.
This is why I married you.
Power, by any means necessary. Command the narrative.
And create a spectacle. That Jew's defiance will end tomorrow in a noose 50 cubits high.
None shall dare cross Haman, the architect.
To Mordecai's death.
Yeah, to death.
As fate would have it, Haman thought he was on top of the world and that nothing could stop his plans. He had no idea how wrong he was, because that very night, the king could not sleep. Something was bothering the king. Something deep in his subconscious was screaming at him. Something he had seen but forgotten. But that little detail, combined with more recent events, began to paint a picture.
Harbona.
Yes, my king?
Right here. Big Thana and Teresh, those guards who plotted to kill me. Mordechai reported the matter in a very clever way, as I recall. What was done for him? I'm not seeing anything here.
I don't see they were rewarded or honored in any way.
Impossible. Harbona, this must be fixed immediately. Go out and send me the first prince that you can find.
Yes, my king. Your Highness, I present to you Haman the Agagite.
Good work, Harbona. Haman, how should we publicly recognize the man who has won the king's admiration?
Sire, I can only say what I would want done. Adorn the man with robes fit for royalty. Place a crown on his head. Hoist him upon a horse fit for a Cossack and a king. And lead him through the streets of Shushan with a prince shouting for all to hear. This is the man who's won the king's admiration.
Got that?
Every word.
It's perfect. Haman, I knew I could count on you. Now go do exactly as you have said. For Mordechai the Jew, do not leave out a single detail.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
And most important, go do it all for Mordi. Do it for the man Mordechai. Make sure you don't leave a detail out.
Me and my big fat mouth.
Do it for Mordechai. Do it for Mordi. Do it for the man Mordechai. For we must let all the people hear.
It's all downhill from here.
Do it for Mordechai. Walking through the streets of Shushan, we must all be joyful now and evermore.
How can one like me be joyful when there's really nothing to be joyful for?
Go do it all for Mordi, the hero who saved me.
That Jew!
It gives you something to think about.
Something to drink about.
Do it for Mordechai!
Mordecai!
Yes? What is it, Haman?
Wear this robe and crown. Get on this horse.
What's the big occasion?
I'm leading a hero's parade.
Who's the lucky one?
Who do you think? You!
Mazel tov!
What?
It means good start. Oh, what a day for Haman! To call me a hero, a Jew. I don't know what has come over you to honor me, a Jew. What a day for Haman, the man who hates me, is now giving me a parade. It takes a parade to make us say, let's live another day. Baruch Hashem for life.
I'd raise a glass, except I left my cup at home next to the gallows I prepared for you. So just remember, all of this is pointless. On Adar 13, I'm killing every Jew. So eat, drink, and be merry, because tomorrow you will die. For if this day's not the end of me, you're still my enemy, great hero Mordechai! It shall be done for the man the king wished to honor us. It shall be done for one who pleases the king.
Thank you.
Thus it shall be done for the man the king wished to honor. Thus it shall be done for one who pleases the king. Hey, next time I have an idea, I'll keep it in my head. Just one thought consoles me now, tomorrow he'll be dead. Thus it shall be done for the man the king wished to honor. Thus it shall be done for one who pleases the king.
I can't believe this is happening. I put so much time, effort, and planning into all of this. I even authorized the construction of those gallows. I had investigations done, plans carefully crafted and executed, all for this? How?
First, I've been reviewing the files from your investigations. Egyptians, Assyrians, Babylonians. You want to know what they all had in common?
Contemptuous women?
Listen, they were all eventually decimated or destroyed. And what have you done? You've picked a personal fight with the two most powerful Jews in all of Persia and their entire people. Haman, we're done for. That parade was just the beginning.
Preposterous, you're exaggerating.
If you go before the king right now and tell him you've made a terrible mistake with the decree with everything, then you might get out of this alive. But if you continue this vindictive fight with Mordecai, you will surely fall before him. You went to have him killed, and you ended up throwing him a parade.
Preposterous. Today was just a coincidence.
Haman, the king and queen sent me to fetch you. It's time for Queen Esther's banquet.
You will see.
Haman, the gallows you ordered constructed have been built.
Gallows?
Yeah.
Haman, please show yourself to Queen Esther's banquet immediately.
Why, Queen Esther, this food was simply fantastic. Was this a family recipe of some sort?
No.
Too bad. I really admire those who can hold on to their heritage, don't you? Loyalty is an interesting quality, particularly those who look out for their own kind.
Haman, is there something on your mind?
Oh, nothing in particular, my liege. Simply musing over the intricacies of life.
Well, stop. Esther, my queen, what is your petition? Ask and I will give it, even up to half of my kingdom.
My king, have I found favor in your sight?
Yes.
My king, do you love me?
Yes.
Then, my king, please spare my life.
What?
I and all my people have been marked for execution and plunder. Please forgive my not being direct, my king. If it were not a matter of life and death, I would not have bothered you with it.
Something that is a concern to you is a concern to me. Who would dare to even think about laying a finger on you?
The architect of our destruction is this vile Haman.
These accusations are insane.
Is this true?
Well, I suppose from a certain point of view.
Haman, the only point of view that matters here is mine.
Esther. I don't know what you've heard, but I'm sure this is one big misunderstanding.
Get your arm off of me!
Esther, please, you are no match for the mighty...
Keep your hands off of me!
Esther, please, tell the king this was a misunderstanding. Everything I have done has been for the people of Persia.
Everything you have done has been for yourself.
No.
You've just been using everyone.
No,
and don't touch me again or I'll give you another.
What's this? The second I leave, you assault my queen? How dare you? Guards, restrain Haman.
Sire, this is not what it looks like.
In all the power I hold as king, I failed in the one duty that matters most. To see through deceit and protect those under my care. You were the truest in my court, even when you kept the truth hidden. And yet I let this snake twist my authority, poison my throne, and prey upon the innocent in my name. For every misdeed I overlooked, every life your schemes threatened, this kingdom, this crown will bear no memory of Haman the Agagite. Haman, your services are no longer required.
King! There's a gallows built at Haman's house 50 cubits high.
Gallows? What for?
To publicly execute Mordechai, the same Mordechai who saved your life.
Guards, hang Haman on his own gallows. And give my ring back.
No. It's mine.
Get it for me.
You can't stop the revolution. Your kingdom will fall. Progress is inevitable.
Thank you.
I'm almost speechless. Almost. You're Jewish? Why did you keep this hidden? How did you keep this hidden?
Mordechai thought it best I keep it hidden until the time was right.
Mordechai? I don't understand.
You're Hadassah!
Mordechai's my cousin. He was a father to me when my parents died.
Bring me Mordechai. Did everyone know about the plot of Haman before I did?
We each had our concerns. Haman weaved a very elaborate web, and seeing through it became difficult. Mordechai helped us see the whole picture. Alone, we all missed it.
But united, we stood stronger.
Mordechai, thank you for everything that you have done. Your wisdom, leadership, and counsel saved Persia. I can never fully repay you, so this will have to do. I hereby appoint you to the position of Chancellor, second only to myself in authority throughout the kingdom. Queen Esther, the house of Haman is yours. Do with it as you please.
Morty, Haman is being executed as we speak. As for Haman's estate, I'd prefer you watch over it. I've got enough.
Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, God took our people once again, stood by our side, and miracle of miracles, saved us all from wicked men.
Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, I was afraid that I would die. But like he did for Hannah at the temple door, God had heard his servants cry.
And Joshua slew Amalek,
When God made the walls of Jericho a wreck.
when Abraham pleaded for Lot,
When God thwarted Haman when he cast the lot. That was a miracle too.
But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all
Is that though all of us have gone astray, God has saved us all today.